Do that, bro. Go for alley. Go for alley. But you suck, bro. Bro, Anthony, you not you fire. You fire. Cal, that's Cal. No, but Anthony too fire. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ooh, well, we're gonna take that bit from you. Oh yeah, get on that. Ooh, ooh, that two-way just sparked you.
Wow.
Crazy story. That's her favorite song. She singing Bop for Bop. This nigga here, fam. What you shoot that for? I probably ain't got one yet. I'll probably go tomorrow. Start going it by. You shut up. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you better go to that corner. Yes, you better go to that corner.
Oh, green. In my game, I love you. Do you better get it running? Using queen. You using queen. Using queen. Truly queen, dude. How you can't hear me, fam? On my audio TV. Wow. Wow, fam. That would be the one shot that he green. Wow, fam. This game. I don't understand it. Why this? He finna start greening like he doing something. What was that? It looked like it went in. You Chad, dude. Stop selling. We ain't finna lose. I ain't finna lose cause of you. GG Anthony. Me and my game will love you. Then you better get it running.
Get it started. Bitch, I got loose sticks. Oh, hit a plug. Ride around with fire.
In her caption, you say 13 turning 11. Huh? I'm 13 turning 11. I'm 13 turning 11.
Hey,
24. Oh. Oh my. Oh, you get a plug. Oh yeah, order can't shoot. Low can't shoot. Low can't shoot. Low finally lick a dump. Oh, Low finally lick a. Motherfucker. I ain't even lagging. Low can't shoot. Low can't shoot. Never seen a 2K player like this.
Bro, oh my god, these jump shots. I should take my jump shot again.
You wanna switch though? You wanna switch? Accounts.
Not right now, boy.
Oh, I forgot he can't shoot.
Maybe when I hit 95.3%? Yeah.
Okay. What percent you at now? You still got my account on your game, right? I just changed my password and I got two step. So we're gonna have to be on FaceTime when you log in so I can tell you the 2-step code. That's gonna take too long. I don't feel like doing that. Oh God. Have we only lost to slashes today? That's his build, pure slasher. Oh God, I wouldn't pay attention. Huh? He can't shoot then. Get on your man. You don't need to guard him up, bro. He only been dunking. And when you shot, then you shot a late. You got a guard up on him. Oh, he the plug. Huh? Get money, get money. What? We need to win this, bro. Cause look who on the spot. Should be billing the fuck out of them, bro. Wow. Everybody else, boy, I could get a contest on them, boy. Ooh, what the fuck you back doing for? You got fucking slashing teeth, man. Move, so CJ. Fucking way. Get on your man, CJ. Oh shit, Bellingham. Ow. Be belling the fucking slices out, fam. Always the slashes, fam. Always the fucking slashes, belling in the fucking. Oh my fucking god, we lost this spot cause this nigga don't know how to keep one jump shot on. Fucking god, bro. Lost the fucking spot cause this nigga don't know how to fucking keep one fucking jump shot on, bro.
Hey, blood, where you from?
Where you from? Where you from?
Nigga, I'm from Bloods, nigga. Pyru.
Nigga, I got my red rag. What you talking about?
That bitch, nigga. I got the homie around the corner from 60s right now.
Nigga, I fuck with that nigga too. What you talking about?
You know the homie Tiny Coconut from Hoover?
The movie?
Yeah.
That's my big homie, cuz.
Oh, shit. I hate you, blood. Hey, you fuck with the homie from Valley View?
Huh?
The homie from Valley View.
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Y'all gonna live from White Street?
That my nigga early.
Yeah. I know them.
My fucking jump shot, fam. Fuck you guys,
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, but I'm rocking with Charlie. Y'all rocking with me. And for this video, I'm gonna be taking y'all back to one of my prison stories from when I was inside of the Florida.
Don't kill, man. Just get to the point.
That. And that was one of the hottest things I saw in prison because he was crying as he was being beaten. And I could do nothing but listen to it. Appalachia, there was incidents of violence with the COs. One major one happened when I got out of prison. A black male married a white woman at the prison. The captain took him into the captain's office. They beat him to the point that he was unrecognizable. just because of the fact he was marrying a white woman, and that captain actually went to prison for that beating. But one of the nastiest COs I came across inside of prison, I'm gonna be telling the story about how she tried to set me up, and this is a she, not even a he. The thing about the female COs, they're master manipulators. They will do dirty shit without ever having to get their hands dirty. The thing about it is it's almost like they play victim. If you piss one of them off, no matter how disrespectful they are to you, and they all got mouths, if you piss one of them off, they'll write you up saying that you did something sexually, disrespectfully, violent, you tried to swing at them, whatever it is, just because they know it's gonna rile up the male staff on the compound. And they're gonna take it out on you, especially if she's related to somebody that works at that prison like most of these females are. You gotta understand, some of these officers and sergeants are the nieces and daughters of the captains, wardens, etc. You fuck with one of them, the prison is gonna come down on you. And what'll happen is they'll cuff you up, they'll take you to confinement, they'll beat the fuck out of you in the little barber shop where they usually have DI court. They'll put you in the cell, they'll gash the shit out of you, they'll buck you on the food trays or pour bleach on your food. Whatever dirty game they try to do, they're gonna do it. If you're small, they'll put somebody big in the cell and tell them that they're gonna give them extra trays just to whoop your ass. And you best believe there are inmates that are willing to do it. Now this specific CO, she was working inside of I-dorm. This is the only dorm I was in Appalachia. I-4 was the quad that I was in. This whole dorm was closed custody, meaning you had to rack up your DIs, your disciplinary reports, just to be placed in here. If you just came to prison, you're good and all that shit, you're not gonna get put inside of I-dorm. I-1 was full of guys that had MIPs, murders inside of prison, meaning they killed someone since they've been in prison, and guys that just got off of death row, got resentenced to life. So you got a lot of crazy ass motherfuckers inside of I-1. I mean, they're fucking boys, everything. Like, they just don't care. The majority of I-dorm itself had life sentences. Being inside of there with less than a year left, it was intimidating, but at the same time, I didn't expect anything less. I didn't expect a sweet ride. I didn't have one in prison. Everywhere I went to was on that. And to be honest, Appalachia was a step down from the youth offender prisons. I was able to get my GED at Appalachia. I was able to lay back. I was least violent at Appalachia Correction. But this fucking CO would go out of her way to bother people to the point that it was unavoidable. It was a matter of just, when is she gonna try you? There was a guy inside of my dorm, he was from Quincy, Florida. He went and shot somebody. Killed him. That dude's brother came back and blew his fucking arm off with an AK-47. It got knocked off from the elbow down. His arm got infected. The doctor had to cut it from his shoulder. He was inside of I-dorm. He had respect. He was a strong dude in the one arm that he had. He was the arm wrestling champion inside of the dorm. And he would fight with one arm. He'd put it up, he'd throw his nub at you, pump fake, and then hit you with the left. This CO decided that she was gonna fuck with him in the chow line. On the way to chow, we gotta line up, saying that his boots weren't tied. Inmate, tie your boots. I can't, I got one arm. She said, I don't give a fuck, have someone else do it for you. And in that moment, what she was trying to do, she was trying to degrade him and use his disability, if you want to call it that, against him. She wanted to make him feel less than a man by having another man tie his boots. But no other COs used to bother him about this because it was obvious. She just wanted to try him for whatever reason it was. So he refused. He wasn't going to have another inmate tie his boots for him. Not that we weren't willing to help. I would have helped him just off of some convict struggling shit, you know what I'm saying? Why not? He's got one fucking arm. But more or less and metaphorically, he didn't want another man wiping his ass. He had pride. And for that, he was taken to confinement. She told him to cuff up. He said, how the fuck am I going to cuff up? I got one arm. I never seen him again. He went to confinement. That was it. This lady would stand on the outside of the salad port, outside of the booth. She would lock us in as we're about to go to chow. She locks the bars. We're about to go eat, and she would openly fight and burp in front of all of us. Just, she didn't care. She had no self-respect. And that shit that she did with the man that had one arm, she wouldn't have done that in public. Because somebody could have pulled out their phone and showed what a disrespectful bitch she really was. But the fact that this isn't society, this is a gated community with barbed wire fences where she could be who she really was. You know, they got a saying for inmates, when you go to jail, you can be all you can be. You can make up this, you can say you were getting money, you were acting like a killer, whatever. It's the same thing for the COs, except it's not about the facade that they put on. When they work inside of the prison, they take that mask off, and you get to see who they really are. Now, on a separate day, I was going to chow. I got caught talking in the line. So she takes my ID. And to me, I'm thinking I'm going to get a disciplinary report for whatever it is, refusing to obey a command or whatever. I don't think she's going to write up anything too crazy because it's not like I disrespected her. She said, give her the ID. I give her the ID. I come back from chow. Mind you, I got lucky because if you go to chow without an ID, the CO sees it, it'll make you stand out and grab it. You'll either eat last or you won't eat at all. You got to push the lawnmower around while everyone else is eating, and then you get sent back to your dorm. But I was able to hide behind people and position my body to where the COs wouldn't be able to see, you know, my ID tag. I was able to eat. I come back, I try to get my ID. She says no, tells me to go back to the dorm because she's sitting outside of a little bench area as we walk back. Now this was last chow, this was dinner. And after dinner is shift change. So when she comes back in and she goes up into the booth, we're gonna get locked back down. They're gonna start, you know, doing the little shift change, whatever, packing their shit up. New people come in, they do a count, they let us back out. But I'm trying to get my ID beforehand. If she's gonna write me up, she's gonna write me up. I get my ID back. So I'm waiting, you know, somewhat by the door for her to come back in. And this black dude comes in and he starts, you know, yelling through the door. I was somewhat by the TV area, so he starts yelling through, calling for me, and everything's loud right now, so someone else goes up and listens to him. They call my name. I see him. This guy, I only know him from being on the dip bars and the pull-up bars. Me, Bimba, we used to see this dude out there, older black dude, been down like 20, 35 years. If you've ever seen those prison movies where there's a black dude, but it's almost like he's the prison guard's dude boy. Like he'll have the shotgun and tell another inmate not to cross that line, even though he's not a staff member, he's an inmate. He was that type of guy. He would go out of his way to help the COs and do anything the COs needed because he'd been down so fucking long. His parents are dirt. They've been dirt and sand for the past, I don't know, 10, 20 years. Like, he's old, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody fucking emailing him, sending him money and sending him pictures and shit. So the only money he gets is off the land. He gotta move his feet, he gotta hustle however he can, and he tries to get in with the COs. That's the route that he takes. So he calls my name. I go up to the door when dude gets me. He's got my ID and he tries to slide it through. I put my hand on it, but he doesn't let go. And he said, hey, bro, she gave me your ID. She told me you have money on your card and she told me not to tell you to keep the ID so I can hit for canteen tomorrow. But I ain't gonna do you like that though, bro. You know what I'm saying? So here's your ID. He lets go. He's like, you know, just look out for me if you can. At first, I'm like, alright, yeah, bet that up, bro. But then I start thinking about it. I don't doubt that she would try to set me up like that. And the thing about it is, your ID tag is your fucking debit card. Anyone that sends you money, it goes to your ID tag. It used to be a big thing in the JIT camp because when you're in confinement, they put your ID tag on the door outside of the door. If you got one of the orderlies in there and he knows you got money on your card, they'll take your card and go hit canteen off of your shit. If you know someone that's soft as fuck in the dorm, somebody steals their ID or just takes it from them, they can go and swipe their card. If they know the canteen man, and the canteen man will do it, because he'll see the picture isn't yours. But if that's your boy, you throw him $10, $15, $20 if you want to force it. He takes the money, you hit for $100 and just empty out the whole card. So dude gave me the card back. And I'm thinking I wouldn't doubt that she would set me up like that. But at the same time, how do I know she wasn't just giving it to him, telling him to give it back to me? Or he could have volunteered, like, oh, I know him, he's in my dorm, blah, 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 I can give it to him. All right, inmate, just gives it to him because she's a lazy bitch. And now he tries to finesse the situation just so he can get some money out of it. Hey, bro, she told me to hit your car, but I wasn't gonna do it. So now I'm thinking, you know, it wouldn't be nothing to throw him like $5 or something. But I'm thinking to myself, ain't shit free in prison. And I don't ever like feeling tried, especially being white inside of prison. People try to take advantage of you first quarter. Any of that friendly shit, you gotta shut it down. My first time hitting Canteen at Appalachia, I hit for a $100 sack. When I came back to the dorm, my brothers that I haven't even spoke to yet, bloods that I didn't even know by name, were on the door in I-3 and I-1. Oh, what's up, blood? What's poppin', bitch? Yo, hey, shoot me something. I'm hungry, bro. I'm like, man, fuck y'all. I don't know who the fuck y'all is, but I ain't for none of that. I ain't for none of that. Now let it be known with everybody, man, listen. You ain't finna play me, because I don't know what time it is. I don't know what time it is with them. I don't know where their mind's at. I don't know if they embrace a white blood, or if they gonna be tripping, or if they gonna try to play under me, but I ain't for none of that. So if you don't embrace me, let it be known that we gonna handle that, because I ain't feeding, I ain't looking out, none of that shit. Fuck you. If you ain't one of my close brothers, then it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't nothing though. It was respect at the end of the day, and everybody understood where the fuck I was at and where my mind was at. But I never liked feeling tried, and I felt like this old black dude was trying me. He was trying to pull something off. Day goes by. You know, he's like a little orderly or whatever, so he's around in the booth all the time outside of the main quads. So he comes to my quad window, bum, 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 hey, what's up with that, da-da-da. I'm like, man, it ain't nothing, bro. It ain't nothing. He's like, what you mean? I'm like, man, it ain't nothing. You ain't getting nothing. So he goes back to I-2 and speaks to my brothers in I-2, telling them, oh, yeah. And I did a video about my brother that he spoke to, my brother Suge. Shout out to Suge, man, free Suge. But he goes and speaks to Suge. He's like, man, what's up with your brother, man? He said he was going to hook me up for like $5, $10. I gave him the car back. So Suge comes out. You know, the orderly, he gets the door popped so Suge can come out and pretend to get a fucking ibuprofen from the booth. And Suge's like, hey, man, what's up? He's like texting me, you know, sign language and shit. He's like, what's up? You was finna pay this dude? I'm like, man, fuck him. So Suge tells him straight like that, man, fuck you. If you feel some type of way, get there. And the old dude, he wasn't gonna do shit. I highly doubt just because of me. He wasn't gonna do shit because he knew my brothers are gonna rock with me and behind me. If it was just me, this motherfucker was huge, way bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Just in hands, he would have smashed me. Knife play, he been down 20, 30 years. I'm sure he's been slanging knives longer than me. And this situation right here could have got me killed, could have got me beat. And this situation right here could have been manipulated completely by this female CO. Not doing her fucking job, getting the ID off of me and giving it to a random inmate. Whether she set me up intentionally or whether she just wanted to be fucking lazy, it could have created a deadly situation where I could have lost my life. And I could have paid him the $5, I could have paid him the 10, but inside, I would have felt like I got played. If I have to second guess something, or go to another person and be like, hey, bro, let me lay this out for you. What do you think about this? Man, that sounds funny, right? It sounds funny. I don't want to make any decision that I'm going to regret. So I stood by it. Fuck him, fuck her. Situation never went anywhere. It never went to violence. Me and dude never spoke. We'd still be on the push-up buys, the dip buys, the pull-up buys. We didn't say too much. We just kept it short. We kept it moving. The paranoia that comes with it. Knowing that while I'm on this dip buy, pulling up on this pull-up buy, he could come up behind me and put something inside of my stomach. And when I jump back down, laying down, that shit goes even further in because now my body is hitting the ground. The paranoia that can come with these situations, the paranoia that you live with on a day-by-day basis, this is why I'm glad I'm no longer in prison. And instead, I get to reflect on these things and tell these stories and share them with y'all on YouTube. 1090 J, I'm rocking with Charlie, y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
Finish no more, fam. What we even lose the ball, fam?
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with Charlie, y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be talking about two Louisiana savages, two twin brothers that would stir up so much shit inside of the area they lived in. Karma would only come back to bite them twice as hard. June 1st, 2017. An East Baton Rouge sheriff's deputy was on patrol when around 1 a.m. he spotted a car on the side of the road that had ran out of gas. The Chevy's occupants were also known as Twin. His girlfriend, Megan, car on the side of the road that had ran out of gas. The Chevy's occupants were a man named William Bottoms, also known as Twin. His girlfriend, Megan Gaylord, Daytrick Williams, and Muhammad Hussein. The sheriff offered to take one of them to a nearby gas station, and Twin accepted. But as soon as the sheriff said he'd be patting down whoever rode with him, Twin recanted and volunteered Hussein. The cop wanted them to a nearby gas station, and Twin accepted. But as soon as the sheriff said he'd be patting down whoever rode with him, Twin recanted and volunteered Hussein, the car's registered owner, who had a knife on him. He left the knife behind, getting into the sheriff's vehicle. The dash cam footage showing Hussein in the same clothing his body would later be found in, 12 hours later. In life, you only get so many chances to keep making the same mistakes. Einstein saying insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. At 17 years old, William Bottoms was arrested by the Baton Rouge Police Department for armed robbery and aggravated battery, taking a plea deal days before he turned 18 that would reduce his charge to second-degree battery. Originally, he was sentenced to 5 years in Louisiana State Prison, a prison system small in size but notorious through reputation. While Texas, California, and Florida have the largest prison populations, Louisiana has the highest rate of incarceration in the country, a state nowhere near the size of the other three. A judge sentenced Twin to 5
CJ. Hello? Where you at? Where you at? How did we lose the ball? It's in my squad invite. Send me your password. Don't you got two-step on? We got a FaceTime. Alright. I'm gonna go to my password. Make sure this the right password. Yeah. Bianca. Alright. Alright, so when you get on my account, right? I'm finna text you the password. Text me your password. Alright, so look, this is my password. Okay. Well, since you already got my email, my account already on there. That's the account. Oh, what you want? No, fam. Not cool with y'all. No, stop inviting me. Hello?
Yeah.
You want me to play 2K with you?
Huh?
You want me to play 2K with you?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to see if CJ gonna jump on my squad.
Me and Courtney finna switch accounts.